Rideshare Commando here, and I want to talk to you about ratings and how ratings actually work and how they could potentially get you deactivated. But we need to look at this from a mathematical standpoint. Alright, and one thing I will give props to is the rideshare guy, one of his contributors, said it takes 19 rides to make up for one one-star ride. I'm not going to dispute that, but we need to look at things a little bit closer. So, you are judged over your past 100 rides. So that means 100 rides equals a potential of 500 stars, as we see up here. Now, if you get a 1-star rating, you drop down to 4.96. And that's because you get 1 star out of 5, so take away 4 stars. And that's 496 stars, 4.96 rating. And then we look at how many stars does it take to get deactivated. Well, 4.6 gets you deactivated. So out of the past 100 rides, you have to have 10 1-star rides, which that's pretty significant. So basically, if 1 out of 10 rides is a 1-star, then you can get deactivated. Now, we've got to take into consideration a couple things. One, some people are in a rush, so they automatically, boop, 5 stars. And when it comes to millennials and people that are a little bit younger, they view the rating system similar to Amazon, meaning, okay, 4 stars, yeah, it was okay. And you're going to get rated for a lot of things. So what your job is to minimize your potential for any sort of bad rating. Now, it's not always possible to have the greatest personality in the world. I certainly try, but at the same time, some people just have bad days. And that's where I prefer Lyft. And I'll tell you why in a second, because when you comment on somebody after rating them, it makes a big difference in how Lyft rates you. I've had Lyft skip a lot of different rides and did not allow that person to rate me. And I told them why. But I'll get into that in a second. So if it takes 10 rides, 1-star rides, to deactivate you, but most people automatically put 5 stars, and that's just because they're in a rush, they're in a hurry, and so on and so forth, then what do you do to minimize this risk? The risk of the 10 1-star rides, the dreaded. First off, cleanliness. Okay, find a place. I go to Brown Bear Car Wash. I have a subscription, so I could go there anytime my car looks even a little bit dusty, and boom, I'm good to go. And they're very quick. So find a car wash that's a chain and pay the 20 bucks a month, or maybe 25 or 30 bucks a month to get unlimited car washes. And then every 3, 4, 5 days, get your car washed whenever it looks dusty. And once you get your car washed, about every other car wash, or every car wash depending on how bad your back seat floor looks, do a quick vacuum. It's $1. It's 4 quarters. And you get 4 minutes, you can do your entire car in that time. And if you take longer than that, then yeah, short buses and helmets, good luck. But having good air fresheners is key too. So for example, the black chrome, or the black tree that you'll see in every single auto shop, right in the center of the tree section, or any gas station, the black one is a universal, hey, it smells good scent. And a lot of auto shops will carry a tree that looks like a whole bunch of metallic bars left and right, making X's across it. Use that one after you use a black one. Why? Because you have a base scent, which is the black one, and then you put that scent on top of it. I used to work in cologne and perfume for about 7 years, so I'm very familiar with this technique. And basically you're layering your scents, which gives them a scent that no other car has. So I always get complimented on my car's scent and its cleanliness. But there was a time when I decided, hey, I'm only going to wash my car once a week, and I did get dinged, and I did get marked down for not having my car washed. But one of the reasons I prefer Lyft, and the reasons I will take Lyft hourly guarantees any day of the week, especially when it hits like 28 or 30 bucks an hour. Any less than that, I won't touch it. But 28, 30 bucks an hour, yeah, I'll take that in a heartbeat. And the reason is because when you rate a passenger at the end of the ride, you can leave comments. And if you feel a passenger is going to rate you low, I just ask them, please don't rate me, or don't let this passenger rate me. And 9 times out of 10, Lyft doesn't let them do that. So that makes a big difference when it comes to driving. And you've got the benefit of shorter rides, they're just going to put 5 stars because of it. But another way to avoid or to raise your rating if you need to is drive in a different area. The rideshare professor, he is a great guy. I've talked to him personally. But his demographic is different than my demographic. I drive for Uber X and regular Lyft. He drives for Uber Plus and Uber Premier. And the big difference between the SUV and black classes or Premier classes um, is the clientele are much more lenient and they have a different expectation. Whereas when you're driving the people that I drive, you drive the people of Walmart. And when you drive Lyft versus Uber, you tend to find higher end clientele, like nicer people. Uber, everybody uses it, everybody goes to Walmart. But the difference between Lyft and Uber is the people of Walmart. Lyft is the people of Target, spelled Target. So make sure that your car is clean. You don't have to have the greatest personality in the world. Just, greet them, say, hey, how are you doing? How was your day? All right, let's get on the road. And let them know, okay, if you have car chargers, which you should have. If you don't have car chargers, you're wrong. Go to fries.com. You can get an Apple cord for $5, and you can get a Droid cord for $5, and that'll stretch all the way to your back seat. Between the smell of my car, the cleanliness of my car, and the chargers, I constantly get high ratings, and you can too. It's just a matter of taking a little extra time to make sure that you don't get those 10 one-star ratings. Anyway, go ahead and subscribe down below, and I will catch you guys next time.